Hey guys, Senpai here with another Singe gameplay video of me versus Nasus in top lane, of course. And in this game, I decided to go with the 3DS build, which is basically starting off with 3 Dark Seals. And as much as I don't like it as much as Proxy Singe, it's still a very powerful and viable way to play Singed, and it actually taught me how to play lane Singe really well, and a new way to for me to personally deal with Nasus as well. Because deal with Nasus, what you want to do is deny creeps and also control the creeps, which means you want to be able to freeze the lane in front of you, as well as just to pretty much just freeze the tower, just freeze the minion wave near your tower, and just farm there. Because if Nasus wants to come up to CS, you basically just fling him under your tower and he kills himself. Otherwise, he would have to max. He would have to do Emax, which is also a very bad idea because he doesn't get to stack, and he's obviously still getting the CS. He's still getting the CS, but he has to max out his E. Because back then I used to just push the minion wave into his tower and try and get him like to miss as much CS as possible, and just keep poisoning the waves. No, not anymore. Alright, so the way you want to freeze waves is to just first off, in the beginning of the game, you want to let your opponent to push the wave out into you, and Nasus also has that same idea as well, because he wants to be pushed under tower so that he can see us properly that way. But obviously, because he's a laner and going up against him, we have to deal with him. And I don't really see this as much, but for other Singe mains, don't be afraid to trade auto attacks with your laner, because the fact is Singe has like one of the highest base attack damage, like in League of Legends, I think. Like he's I think he's like second high or third high, but like he's like high up there on his base attack. But anyways, I'm just, the way you want to trade with Nasus is that behind most Nasus players like think, oh man, that means low, I gotta go in for the Q. So whenever so you always watch both your minions and the enemy minions, and if any of your minions start to get very low, you want to wait until Nasus Q starts to glow, and then he's gonna try walking up to hit the creep. So what you want to do is you want to fling him before he reaches the creep, and so there's a possibility of him actually hitting the creep, but also at the same time he might be hitting you, which wastes the Q, and he doesn't get to stack off of it, and he takes damage because he gets flinged into your poison as well as into your minions. And obviously just if you can, run into the bush or just run back, because you don't want to take too much aggro from his minions. Right here I get ganked, but it wasn't a very effectful ganked. Zach tries to flash, but I don't really understand why. That's fine. I'm just gonna stay in lane because I still have pretty much a lot to sustain, because when you're pushing lane with okay, disregard that, you didn't see that. Because when you're pushing the wave with your poison, you're basically wasting mana, and all I'm using my mana for right now is to just both fling and harass with it. And so you see just me flinging and harassing the Nasus down with the poison. Yeah, but yeah, once again, don't be afraid to trade auto attacks, because let me tell you, auto attacks, Singe auto attacks, people really underestimate the Singe auto attacks. So here, since he's out of lane, he can't stay in lane, otherwise I'm just gonna punch him out of lane. What you want to do is just reset the wave here, and I try to make my getaway. I predict that the Zac was gonna go over there, and I ghost out of the way. To be honest, I didn't have to ghost, but it was better for me to be safe than sorry. So Nasus gets a chance to sort of relatively free farm here under his tower for a bit. I'm gonna grab me a corrupting potion and some boots because I need sustain against Nasus, and I just want boots so that I could actually run through the slow. So I'm just right here. I'm just once again gonna once again keep the wave keep the lane just pushing towards me and harassing this Nasus whenever I can. And you can see that he's down to like half health already because of it. Always watch your minions. See that little minion there? He wants it, but I can't let him. And what you do want though from the Nasus, you'll want him to do Emax, because what Emax does is it pushes. If he Emaxes the wave, that means he's pushing the wave towards you, and that is exactly what you want. He's not stacking, he's pushing it into you, and the Emax isn't really consistent in taking CS. So once again, I'm just here, just making sure that I try and CS properly, but also at the same time keep the waves pressured. And yeah, once again, I caught him off guard because he tried going for that one minion, and he gets himself killed. They take a flash as well. I thought about leaving here, but then I just realized, okay, since like there's too much more minions on my side, I might as well just have the wave reset. So always reset the wave after killing Nasus, and and of course, tell your if your jungler is like on top lane, just remind them not to take the first tower, because what you want to do is deny Nasus as much as possible. You want to be able to deny as much CS, as much XP, as much stacks as possible. So right here, I'm just telling my team, if like asking my Soraka if she's to take Ruby Sights known, because I was actually thinking about taking Ruby Sights in this game. And I also warded for our Lux here, for our mid laner, bought a control ward. I could have used the control ward for my own place, but to be honest, I was really confident in myself being just strong. So right here, you just see Nasus just, you know, eating the waves. Right here, once again, I'm just harassing him down. He takes like wow, almost half health, almost half damage. That is just from a fling, gas poison, yeah, fling poison like combo. That's just insane. Just because I have 3 dark seals, it's such a really good early game advantage for Singed. But once again, I'm just freezing the waves here, freezing the lane. And where is Nasus? You don't see him because he doesn't want to lane, because he can't lane against me, because because he recognizes that I'm too powerful for him to fight, and that and that he cannot actually stay in lane with me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kill him over and over again. And that's what you want to do. This is lane psychology right here, lane psychology 101, because you want to invoke fear into your opponent. And right here, he tries to get the wave again. To be honest, he could have killed me, but well played slow there, and he couldn't catch up to me, and I end up killing him again. But this is, and you can see that, well, I can't tell what level I am, but at some point I was like 3 levels ahead of him, because what happens when people are not in lane is that you want to be able to zone them out from all this CS and from all this XP, from everything, from all these minions, and that's pretty much what I was doing this entire game. Just trying to make sure that Nasus doesn't get his stacks, making sure he doesn't get CS, making sure he doesn't get XP, and just forcing him into like this really tight corner where he has to either decide to roam, or to hopefully wait for me to push the wave back into his tower and reset the waves again, because he's barely getting any time to what's it called again, to stack up and get more powerful. And I think I hear he's like not that many stacks. I was actually very tempted to do go for a TP gank here, but I kind of hesitated for too long and ended up opting not to do it. And thankfully, our Lucian was able to get the double kill here. Once again, just me controlling the waves here. For freezing lane, you just need to have 4 minions. For at least 4 minions. Doesn't matter what they are, just 4 minions in general, because just 4 minions can hold the wave, because they just hold the wave. It gives time for the other the rest of the enemy wave to reach it. So yeah, once again, I'm just pinging the team to make sure that they understand that Nasus is not around. And always look at your map. Always look at your map, because you want to make sure that that your mid laner, that your top laner isn't roam into mid, and also just once again, I'm just CSing properly, trying to CS, trying to zone him out from all these like minions and stuff, making sure he doesn't stack, making sure that he just so here I'm just going on in on him, just he gets that 1 stack, but obviously I'm just punching him down. He has to ult, because I think he got very like he got very scared of me just going in on him right there. Let's see. So you can see that I'm like level 9, he's level 7. I'm basically denying him from taking all this from taking pretty much all this XP and CS every time he like doesn't wanna stay in lane. I was actually very confident in that 2v1, like surviving the 2v1, because I was very high level, I had ghost up, I had ult up, so I wasn't really scared of the Zac gank. I was actually pretty much waiting for the Zac gank. He has to TP once again. So basically what's happening right now is that I'm waiting I'm gonna be using my TP in order to engage or like follow up on a gank or stuff like that. If like something bad is going to happen to one of my laners, I'm just gonna use my TP to help out rather than get back into lane from now on, because I basically shut down this Nasus, and if I can just basically walk back into lane, he's gonna just walk out because he doesn't want to deal with me at all. And when you have TP, make sure to remind your teammates to ward in the middle of the lane, because most of the time you don't see that at all in these sort of games anymore, because I don't know, man, people just don't want to ward anymore, even though it's like what, the number 4 the letter 4. So once again, just freezing the wave, freezing the lane. I see Nasus going down to mid. I ping, but Lux was I guess Lux was I don't know what Lux was doing, man. I think she was tunnel visioning. Right away she dies. I start TPing in and making my way to follow up and just clean up crew here. You're able to catch the Zac off guard. Lucian able to get the kill. And right here, I had a very terrible ping spike. I have no idea what this was about, but it was actually very bad. I felt like if that didn't have happened, I would have been able to get like some sort of fling off, but sadly that's not the case, and apparently Lucian got a double kill. Huh. That was weird. Like, you guys saw that, right? But yeah, just always make sure that you're looking at the map, because since you're basically roaming. And also objective control, you see me just pinging that Drake, making sure that the team knows that Drake's up and that we can basically get it for free, because the enemy team can't actually contest us at this point in the game, because we're all basically fed. We're all basically fed. We are all powerful. See me pinging in, gonna see if I can try doing something in mid lane once again. I have no idea, that's just another ping spike, man. more ping spikes. Pretty much 4-man mid. Basically, I'm just coming in to help out the Lux just in case. And we were able to catch this the GP off guard as well as this the Zaya. So we killed both of them because they got what's it called again? They got caught out. So once again, I'm just like, you know, rotating between top and mid right now, making sure Nasus doesn't get too far to my turret, and making sure that the team understands that, hey guys, Drake's up. We eventually do get it, Drake. It's just they take way too long. Like, we took way too long. I think they just wanted to get towers, man. Yeah, I just want to get towers, which is fine. Towers is fine too. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my righteous glory now, and now I'm able to finally have my stupid engage tool in order to just be able to yeah, in order to just be able to catch up to people. Right here, I decided to use my righteous glory. I run past the Zac because I see my because I felt that Maokai can handle the Zac. I want to know if my carries are okay. So I go in, help my carries out, peel for them as well, kill the Nasus, and start going in for the rest of their other carries right here. Because as a tank, you gotta understand that you don't do damage, and that you need to peel for your team, which relatively sucks, but you know, that's the name of the game. Peel for your team, and once again, I get another bad lag spike. Freaking sucks, but oh well. That's how the game happens, man. That's how the game is. I feel really, really bad for this Nasus because I think he is at like 150 stacks now, or like 120 right here at 17 minutes. So I'm just, you know, continuing to try to like deny him more CS, making sure to harass him down as much as possible. At this point, I don't need to freeze the lane because I can basically just run. I can basically dive him like as many times as I want until like he just eventually dies. So you can just basically see me just blue fling him into my poison once again. Well, not blue flinging, just flinging him into my poison. And you see the rest of my team just, you know, getting ready. I'm just getting ready to we're getting ready to dive. And what I was waiting for is basically my rush is going to be up, waiting for the wave to push up again. And right here is when I start going in, drop the goo, and I'm the one tanking. So Lucia gets the kill, and we get out scot-free. So whenever you're diving and you're the tank of the group, make sure that you're still taking tower aggro and not have it switch over to the person actually who's doing the damage. Otherwise, you know, bad stuff happens. Now my reason for building a damage here, I was gonna go for a Liandry's or a Ryle, Liandry's or Rylas, mostly because they have like 3 tanks and I want to be able to just melt them. And for Rylas, because they have so much ways to engage, I want to have a way to slow them and have a way to like peel for the rest of the team. That's basically, either one is fine. I probably would have done both because I still love the Rylandry's combo. And I'm just doing what Singe usually does, which is run around. I'm just going around catching waves, seeing if I can catch people out of position. Because I saw Zaya mid, I was thinking that, oh, she might be trying to push into our tower, but she runs away. So okay, smart move for her. Alright, so I pinged that I'm gonna go back to top lane. And right here, Lucian does something stupid, just, you know, tries to 2v1 both Nasus and the Malphite, who they're both specialized in stopping attack speed based characters from actually doing attack speed based things. I had to catch the Nasus. And at this point, our team's basically raffle stomping the rest of the team, so you're gonna see an FF at 20. I made a mistake of taking the long way around. That was my mistake. So yeah, I just put the goo here. I actually didn't know that I was actually unaware that Zack's ult actually does that. Like that his ult can actually carry people around. That's actually pretty cool. You know, just chasing the Zack and FF20. So yeah, that's pretty much how you want to deal with Nasus, and well, that's how I deal with Nasus in lane, and pretty much how I play the Dark Seal strategy right here, because you want to freeze the lane near your tower and just, and in these sort of melee matchups you want to be able to, what's it called again? What's that word again? You want to be able to play off of their mistakes. So as you saw, like the Nasus, basically whenever you see the only times that you can catch people off guard is when they're going in for CS, because when there's low minions, people's instincts immediately go to, oh, I got hit it. So that's when you want to punish them for trying to CS it, and that's pretty much what I was doing the entire game. Whenever Nasus wanted to stack a minion, I was there to fling him into my poison and make him take a massive amount of damage just for taking that one CS. And you want to keep doing this over and over again until at some point, just, you know, blow ghost and just try and kill them outright. And that's how I've been playing for the long while. So yeah, 3 Dark Seal Singe, still pretty good. I did like third most damage, took the second most, tanked the second most because Maokai is still better tank than me. Yeah, overall pretty nice game. I made a few mistakes here and there. I could have played some stuff a little bit better, but overall, not bad. Alright, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This is Chase Me Senpai, signing out.